Today I'm going to share some of the open thoughts which I normally discuss with a lot of people, friends, family, and others. And you might have come across all these points in your life as well. And probably you can relate, or you can get some guidance, or you might just completely disagree with those thoughts which I have. Nevertheless, you should definitely do some of the things which I'm going to share today. Hey guys, welcome to Money Mindset and More. And today I'm going to share some of the thoughts which can change your life, which can change the way you do things, and hopefully it can help you. And I'm sharing based upon my own experiences, not like sharing from a book or something like that. The first important thing is doubting yourself will be always a challenge for each one of us. While we are doubting ourselves, others are working hard to achieve their dreams. What I will say that you should stop doubting yourself. That is the first thing you can do for yourself. If you are kind to yourself and you can believe that you can do something, you can actually start thinking and creating blocks to achieve the success and the goals which you are looking for. And when I am saying goals and success, this can be anything. It can be better relationship, better finances, better real estate, better living, better life. It depends upon you what you want, but it should be always, you should never doubt that you cannot achieve something. If that is self rejection is there, actually you are not going to achieve anything. I can guarantee that there are so many people in my life who are far more talented than me when I started, and there are so many people I know who are far less talented than when I started. And there is a vast difference between those two categories. Some of the people who are absolutely on the bottom of the, let's say, class grades and other things, they are doing far better in life when it comes to financially and other things, and vice versa. So you stop doubting yourself and start focusing what you can do and achieve, try to achieve those things, and you will achieve that. That's what I believe in. Another key important thing which I have observed in my life, your life can be altered based upon whom you associate with, and that has a fundamental long lasting chain you have in your life. And that's why probably if you see, when you are younger, your parents will always say that don't interact or be friends with kids who are bully, who want to hurt others and things like that, right? There is a reason behind it, because they have learned in their life that your life will change based upon whom you associate with. And that applies to us as well. As an adult, we don't analyze those things once we cross and we become adult, and we never do those kind of things in back of our mind. But I will highly recommend that always try to build a network, always try to build connections where you will feel happier, you will feel that you are appreciated, and you will learn something out of it. Those are the circles you have to build, not something which will be just for fun and then ultimately you are losing things in your life. It can be intellectual, it can be fun, it can be money, anything. You will be definitely average of 5 to 6 people. You must have heard of this phrase online. You all always average of 5 people around you, and I can say that definitely there is some merit to that. You will definitely be average of people around you. How many people you have around? Most people scientifically can have only 5 close people around them. It does not matter how big your family or circle is, but mostly you can have mostly 5 people very close to you. And that's why they say that you will be average of 5 people around you. But try to analyze this scenario, whether you, if you know your 5 people closer to you, see where you stand. You will definitely find out you are not the best in that group and not even the worst. If that is the case, then you have to find a group where you are the lowest, so that you can again become average in that group and you will grow. That's how you should be looking into when you are associating with people in your life, and it will help you. And then another one is that the growth. Mostly people think growth from financial perspective. Most of the time, if you ask somebody if they are successful or not, we normally analyze how big their house are, how big their car is, and things like that. That should not be the case. That is definitely society has to improve on that perspective. But overall growth comes from changing changing our mindset, changing our attitude, changing our location, changing our behavior, changing how we learn things. It's as simple as that. And growth can be is as simple as, let's say, if you want to compare only with your earnings. And I normally follow one example. Let's say market is in stock market is growing by, let's say, 25% each year, or maybe your portfolio of retirement 401k in US is growing every year by 10%. Now, if you want to see your own personal salary and personal income, whether it is going by 10% every year or not, if it is not matching the market, if your industry, if your IT industry, if you're in IT industry, it is going by 25% and you are not growing by 25%, then basically you are not growing. But people don't analyze that way. If you are not growing by the industry standard which you are in, you should definitely go back and see what you have to change to catch up with those growth mindset. Similarly goes for relationships. If you are the last one to be invited in all the family parties and you want to find a reason, you can get rid of that also. But let's say you want to find a reason, then you have to figure out why is that the scenario, whether you are not responsive towards the family or you are just, people think that you will by default there, so nobody cares to invite you formally and things like that. But the growth has definitely a different mindset. Anybody who wants to achieve things, they keep trying different things, they keep looking silly in the market. People will laugh on them, people will criticize them, but if they have a growth mindset, they will not care and just keep growing from there. That's what I look for, and that's what you should be looking for. Another thing which I can say, that you have to remember one thing for sure: you can start things late in your life, you can lose a lot of things, you can fail a lot of time, and you can be laughed at, I said, if you try new things. But if you keep trying all these things, success will still be at your doorstep. That's what I could say. And it can happen in all scenarios, whether it is financial, whether it is personal or professional. If you're just remembering that these things are the part of the process rather than an end result. So let's say losing a deal, for example, that's not an end result, right? You will still, you lose the deal, you, let's say you be sad for one day, again you next day you go and start calling clients and again figuring out another deal. That's the approach. If you have, you will keep doing better and better in life, and you will definitely succeed one day. Another thing which I have realized and analyzed in my life is that you can learn a lot just by being quiet and watching. Most of the time, I missed an opportunity to learn if I start speaking on something which probably I know more, but I still miss the opportunity to learn more. So, in my all conversation, whenever I'm talking to any client, anybody senior in my company, or any in general anybody, if I'm talking in public, I try to be quiet and listen more. And most of the time, I figured out so many things just by listening. And now I have a habit that I will not argue with people if I disagree. I will try to see what is their point of view, and later on I will connect with them and explain my point of view after understanding their point of view, going back and doing some homework on that. And 50% or 60% of the time, I have found that there are something which I can improve in my own behavior or in my own actions. And that's how I keep doing those things better and better every single day. And I can say that I am far, far ahead. If I look back 10 years ago from now, I am far, far ahead of what I was, let's say, in 2014 or something like that. So it's very important point for you to understand. Another thing which I have analyzed is that there are people will there are people who will always going to hate you. It does not matter what you do in your life, and mostly close people, because any unknown, they don't care about you. So why will they hate you? most of the time people will hate you who are closer to you, and they will hate you simply by the reason that you have very less resources, but you might have achieved far more than them, or you have done far more than them, and that is the reason for their constant hate towards yourself. And you have to be very careful about it. Anybody or anything which is toxic in nature in your life, you have to get rid of first thing in your life. This is my probably foremost of best and first advice you if you want to implement in your life. Get rid of toxic people 100%. It does not matter who they are. It can be anybody. It can be father, mother, brother, son, whomsoever it is. If they're toxic, get rid of them. You will have a very, very peaceful life, and you can achieve far more than what you might be thinking of. Another thing is that, which you might have seen in my videos also, there are days where I'm very tired. I don't want to record anything and others. But those are the days where I don't want to do anything. But those are the days where I should be doing things which I want to achieve in my life. So this is a very good learning for me. If you want to, let's say, become healthy, if you want to travel a lot, if you want to contribute to the society, then you should be working on those days where you feel not working at all, because those are the days where you create the delta in your life for helping others or helping yourself, and that's how you can develop a long lasting impact on the society, and that's how you become more valuable. That is my second point. You should be more valuable in your life rather than more attentive in your life. So if somebody calls you and you just show up all the time and you don't have any value to add, sooner or later you will find out, either you will feel that you are not connected with those people, or they will feel that why I'm going to invite certain person when there is no value. It will happen unconsciously. Nobody will do it consciously, but you must have seen a lot of men a lot of men in your society. If you see that they don't want to go to their, let's say, neighborhood parties or interact with people and things like that, it is not because they, in my analysis, it is not because they don't want to, because they don't see what value they can add or what value can be added to themselves. And that is why, if you see, they prefer to watch a game at home rather than just going and meeting real human being nearby in their house, or maybe in the office and things like that. That's very concerning, but you should be definitely creating more value for yourself, so that you will prefer to go out and talk to people and create relationships for yourself. Another thing which I've seen worked a lot for me is that small daily incremental effort creates a long lasting impact on your life as well as in the society in general, I would say. So, for example, these videos, when I started making, I had zero followers, I didn't have anything, very less content. I was hoping to create content, but I was not sure whether I should be making videos on these content, because there are so many people already made and said these things. But I still started. Now I have around some thousand videos which I have created and uploaded, around 200 followers, I mean 180 followers, something like that. I don't count followers, but just for sharing, from 0 to 180, it's something like that. But I feel very happy when I share all these things. And if I am able to help even one person in my life whom I don't know, whom I had never interacted in person, but based upon my experiences, my learning, if somebody can change their life, somebody can change their way, I think it is a very good service for the humankind. And we all should be doing that. The challenge which I see in the world is people who are good at things, good at good things, they don't share anything. People who are good in bad things, they share a lot. So whether they are prank videos, dog videos, or other fun videos, you must have seen a lot of people created, a lot of people like and share. But when it comes to videos like these, nobody wants to watch them, nobody cares. But even still, somebody watches that and they get benefit out of it, I will be very happy to put all the effort going forward and forever. So small incremental effort is going to create a long lasting impact on your life. Never miss that. Whatever thing you want to do, if you want to learn a guitar, learn swimming, start making videos, or whatever it is, start it. Do something every single day. Try to improve every single day, and you will have a very good, what you call, output in next, let's say, 3 to 5 years. And the last one is, it does not matter how much it hurts today to put effort on something. When you look back after 10 years, when I look back, let's say I create all this content for next 10 years, and creating one video in every single day, in 10 years there will be like 3650 videos, and those videos will definitely give me a feeling that it was good that I started long back. It was good that I put all the effort in the place, and I will definitely feel a lot of happier and prouder at that moment if I am able to do for next 10 years. Now, it's a lot of effort and hurt involved in this, a lot of sacrifice involved in this. Every day I have to write, every day I have to record, every day I have to upload and post. It's a very boring, consistent process which I have to do. I don't have money to hire a team which can do anything for me, so I do everything. I still use phone for recording. But whether it will be worth it, I would say it will be worth putting all the hard sacrifice, whatever I'm doing now, because they will definitely pay up in me later. Imagine after 10 years, from all my videos, I will just start getting, let's say, just $100 per month from YouTube. Just an example. That will be totally free for me. Whether I can donate it or use it, it does not matter. But that much effort will generate something which will be worth looking for. It's not all about money, it's about how much you give back to your society, give back to your community. And in the modern world, the best way to give anything to the society is by giving everybody via social media. Anything can go viral within a minute, and people can get help out of it. And that's the goal I have. So these are the things which I wanted to share, very open-ended questions which I answered today, and hopefully you will like some of those. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any controversial thought or you have any different view. I will love to hear those and discuss with you. Share in comment. I will more than happy to engage and respond. Thank you very much. Take care.